Cosmic Justice Marshall. I am Cosmic Justice Marshall and I am an Omega Justice on the Omega Supreme Court. Welcome John Henry Esquire and Andrew Stagg Jr. Esquire, to the Philosophy Pantheon. Here you will discuss philosophy with humanity's greatest philosophers. Please allow me to recap for those who are uninformed. After John Henry defeated the steam drill, he was approached by Provost Frederick Douglass from Midwest University, and after intensely studying for 8 years, Henry became a public defender. Later, Henry was employed into John Brown's Freedom for All law firm. Stagg Law Firm and School is run by Andrew Stagg Sr., until he sold his soul and his entire essence was sent to the Demon Federation Soul Son. His son Andrew Stagg Jr. is a powerful corporate attorney who is a fierce defender of segregation. Cosmic Justice Marshall, I have spoken, and let Multiverse, Court Philosophy Pantheon begin. Epicurus, John Henry, welcome back to the Philosophy Pantheon. We were debriefed from the Omega Justices of your arrival. I hope you and your family are doing well. John Henry: yes, old friend, how is the think tank between you, Plato and Aristotle, going? Epicurus sits in flux, but why not ask themselves? Plato and Aristotle: John Henry, you appear well, but it appears that you require our insight on the Robot Jones case. John Henry: yes, my friends, currently I am thinking of assigning Robot Jones to become a manhunter robot in the DC universe, and his parents can act as humanity's future hive mind servers on the Earth of Universe 2. I don't want to separate them, but we all know that I cannot show favorism in a court of law. Epicurus: I see, but if Robot Jones is not separated from his parents at some point, Skynet will have the proper microchips and spread across the multiverse and turn all organic life into mechanized versions of themselves. Plato: my perspective is, despite the Jones family being separated by an universe, that this separation will allow them to discover their true form. Aristotle: I agree with Plato. Other than keeping Skynet at bay for the moment, the Jones family can discover their true function in the multiverse. John Henry: I was deducting the same thing, but my concern is, will the outside media take this case out of context and misinterpreted this case? Plato: you have asked this question before, old friend. You must remember to keep order in your universes. You must disengage from the world around you to gain knowledge. Aristotle: I have an idea for you, Honorable Henry. I think in your universe you can take a Dale Carnegie course to gain a different perspective on events, so you can have a more balanced point of view of them. Epicurus: that is a sound idea, Aristotle. Additionally, have you been spending more time with your family? I know that you are a workaholic, but you must balance your law work with your family. John Henry: thank you for your guidance, guys. Hey, next time we can all go to the multiverse go-kart track. Epicurus: sounds good. I am still getting used to motorized vehicles, and this time I will beat Plato and Aristotle. Andrew Stagg: oh, score, I can steal these texts and sell them as my own. Devilish plan. Stagg Confucius: Andrew Stagg Esquire, how are you? Andrew Stagg: you can't be serious, you were here the whole time? Look, I wasn't putting these texts into my pocket, I was merely keeping myself warm. Confucius: I see. Well, if you're just say your thieving skills are as good as your muttering, you are a master tactician. Andrew Stagg: hey, I came here for philosophy or whatever, not sass, old man. Confucius: behind your tough exterior hides a man who misses someone, am I correct? Andrew Stagg: how? Confucius: let's sit down and continue talking over Camille tea. Andrew Stagg: well, I could drink some Jack Daniels, but tea sounds tolerable. Confucius: so, tell me, Stagg, who do you miss? Andrew Stagg: what are you talking about? I am pure-blooded, I miss no one. Confucius: is a girl or family member? Andrew Stagg: you know what, I am out of here, screw this Philosophy Pantheon, I'm going to wait at the entrance. Dr. Freud: young man, you need to take a seat and respect your elders. Confucius has been more than patient towards you, I implore you to sit now. Nietzsche: I suggest you do what the doctor said and take a seat. Confucius: you know I don't require assistance. Gentlemen, Stagg was about to have an epiphany. Dr. Nietzsche: we know, but disrespecting elders is a sign of bad parenting or a low self-esteem. Andrew Stagg: what do you mean epiphany and I have a high self-esteem? Old man, you old geezers wouldn't know about parenting, you all aren't fathers. Confucius: I identified the issue, you miss a family member, the member on your father's side. Andrew Stagg: stop. Okay, if you must know, it was my aunt. She was an abolitionist and my father almost disowned me for attempting to aid her with the Underground Railroad. Dr. Freud: young man, please take a seat and tell us about your family. Andrew Stagg: dang it, well, okay, my family suffered intense financial losses after the American Civil War. My father oversaw our family's law firm and my mother oversaw the finances. At first our way of life was not affected, but soon my mother got involved with a German national who hated us simply because we were from the American South. My father was playing around with a local business magnate's wife, and when he was caught he was disgraced and left us to our devices. My sister ran off to the north and my brother ran off to New York with some of our family inheritance to become a business tycoon. I was left alone with no one, and in order to keep good standing with my family, I adopted a racist ideology. Nietzsche, you mentioned earlier that you have pure blood. Do you use this term to repress unacceptable feelings into your subconscious to make yourself feel superior? Andrew Stagg, yes, at first it helped me feel comfortable. I donated funds into a Confederate charity and I couldn't look myself in the mirror, so I thought if I went around the country challenging people with my drill I could feel full again. Dr. Freud, oh, I see, and that's where you first encountered the Honorable John Henry? Andrew Stagg, he wasn't always a judge, you know, he was nothing but a railroad worker. Nietzsche, how can you think of yourself as superior? I noticed that your universe has class divisions, but regardless, a job contributes to society. You look down others and fail to understand that to truly be superior is to guide others to the road to superiority. Andrew Stagg, you know what, I do feel a little better, but I need to. Dr. Freud, no more running, young man, face your inner feelings head on and fight your paranoid thoughts. Andrew Stagg, but...
Mary Stagg, Andrew, I understand that you are confused now, but hatred is not the answer. Remember these words. Power and responsibility are balanced out with compassion.
Confucius, well, Mr. Stagg, how do you feel now? Andrew Stagg, I am understanding now, but how can I atone for my past transgressions? I have ruined countless lives in the pursuit of finances. Dr. Freud, there is nothing wrong with wanting stable finances, lad, this is a capitalist world, but what you have to watch out for is allowing the money to run you. You must be open to understand what's the point of making all that money if you are bitter. Nietzsche, to be a true superior man you must be able to understand your flaws and embrace them to become stronger. Henry is not your enemy, the man in the mirror is. Confucius, good advice, my students, but most importantly is that you respect your family. I understand that they are not the best moral examples, but know that your aunt is watching over you. Andrew Stagg, thank you, gentlemen, I think I found a way to atone. John Henry, you want me to send you to the verge of subconscious, to atone for your past transgressions? You know this is a one-way trip? Andrew Stagg, well, you see, throwing my money at social issues such as reparations to black and marginalized groups will work, but in order for me to become superior I must atone for my past transgressions. I request that you send me with your cosmic gavel to the verge of subconscious. John Henry, well, if you think it would help.